Okay.
Yo.
It's that time of the week again. Made in Sheffield podcast episode
Come on.
91?
91.
91. The road to 100 continues.
Actually, wait, it's 92.
Is it 92?
It's 92.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's 92. I see what you did there.
I know, it's 92.
We're joined by, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have her on. So basically, I want to give us a bit of backstory. You know that tweet we had, I don't want to say it went viral, but it was the one of Justin Timberlake dancing around.
The one that you keep using, the way he's doing that really strange jig.
Not that one. Mirrors.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah,
That was
yeah,
how
yeah.
I was introduced to our lovely guest, Katie. She
Okay.
put it on. She said he looked like the teacher from.
Oh, stop.
Oh, what's
I
it?
did
Glee.
Glee?
Yes.
Oh, no.
And ever since
That's
then, I've been
hilarious.
like, and I've seen her pop up because she be going viral on Twitter sometimes. So I've seen her pop up. I was like, yo, I have to get her on. So I'm so glad she's decided to join us for a great conversation. But yeah, Katie, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hey everyone. I'm Katie. It was a great introduction. That pretty much sums me up on Twitter though, like just chatting shit basically.
Living your life, going viral, mass.
Oh man, it happens too much, as well though. 'Cause
Really, what's your phone like when that happened?
nuts. But then it's just people think going viral on Twitter, they're like, oh my god, don't forget me when you go like when you've gone big, blah blah blah. And I'm like, you realize I get nothing from this. Like the most I get from this is people in my mentions. Just like when I did a post about people having a dog in pandemic, just people posting their dogs. That's all I get.
Right, I see.
And then my auntie's messaging me because it's come up on their Instagram being like, why are you on my Instagram?
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's when you know you made it, though.
That's for real. When they
yeah.
clip it and then they put it on
That's
Instagram,
when you
it's
know
a
you
dub.
made it.
The worst one. Well, it's not the best one I've ever seen. Was obviously Nikki's 200,000 retweets. I don't know her phone. I'd turned it off.
You got to just mute your notifications.
No, I
and
just
just
you
hope for the
have to
best.
mute the conversation because otherwise it's just too much.
It's just
Too many opinions as well, and like some people like will respond to it really like seriously, and you're like, this is a joke.
it's not that deep. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I hear that. All right. So, boys, introduce yourself.
Big 2L in the building, Cole Sanusi,
Love
Don
it.
Corleone. You already know what time it is. We here.
It's the man behind the camera.
I ain't gonna say too much. You already know what it is. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Eames.
of course.
Eames in the building.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we're just gonna get into it straight away. So, Katie, your day job is commissioning books, and obviously we saw your massive W. You've been on a massive role recently. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it It's Little Kim's book that you commissioned? And I saw I was gassed for you because obviously I saw the tweet and I was like, yo, this girl is actually a fan of her. How does one get into the art of commissioning books?
First off, what is commissioning books?
I think
no.
you have to explain it for the people.
I think that's the thing about publishing as well. Like to anyone sort of outside it, it's like proper mysterious. Like you don't quite know what goes on. So I totally understand that. But basically, commissioning, my job as an editor is basically finding talent, whether that be in podcasting, music, comedy, like wherever they might be, and seeing if they would like to write a book.
Okay.
Either coming up with the idea and going to people specifically for it, or going to them and being like, do you want to write something? What would it be? As well as that, I'll get sent books from agents, so they'll represent their clients or their authors, and they'll send me their books as well. So yeah, that's basically how I commission. But I got into it like I didn't know publishing was a thing until I got out of uni, and I was like, yeah, what now?
Right.
Which I think everyone
Yes.
does.
Like many people,
I kind of I always loved reading when I was growing up. Always used to steal my mum's adult books for reasons which she knows this already because I put
50 Shades in
it
that.
was put into an article that I was like, I used to
no.
steal my mum's books to read sex scenes, and then my mum like shared it on
Jeez.
her Facebook. I was like,
Oh, boy.
and my granddad liked it, and I was like, we're just
Wow.
we're
Wow.
gonna move past that
God damn.
really quickly. But yeah, and then I did English at uni, and I was like, okay, books are quite cool. Yeah, cool. So I came out and was like, oh, like publishing, this is a thing, and like did all my research, and then it's hard to get into, but so it was like a mad amount of applying and trying to get my foot in the door. I didn't know anyone in publishing or really what it was about, so it was a bit of a struggle for a while, but got in eventually, and I was like, okay, this is actually really cool. I think people don't realize how like creative and broad publishing is. Like it covers so much.
Got you.
you know, you've got people in marketing, publicity, like people selling the rights. They sell the rights to like film and TV, so they get made into like huge blockbusters and stuff. And I was like, all of these parts of publishing people don't know about, and it's super cool. And I was like, wow, I'd love to be
A part of that.
and be the kind of, my job is essentially like project manager. Like I bring the books to the table, and then we make them into this product. I get to see the final product, and then there's like endless amounts of places it could go from that. It could go to TV, it could go to film, it could go to like it could do anything.
What is your favorite book, and then what's your favorite book that you've commissioned?
Oh, my favorite book, that is so hard, guys. I would say, like, when I was growing up, I absolutely loved a book called Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman.
Yes,
which was
made into a TV show recently.
Yeah, it was,
Okay, interesting.
It was.
Okay.
I say, like, in my adult life, I love an author called Carlo Tossini. He does something incredible. He's only written like 4 books. They're all bestsellers. He's in his bag. And then favorite book I've commissioned would have to be Love and Colour by Bolu Babalola, who she's just super talented.
Yeah.
We kind of had a creative collaboration on that book. I was like, oh my God, it would be so amazing to write a book about love stories from around the world that already exist, but people always like Romeo and Juliet, aren't they? But there were stories from like all other countries around the world that was like they copied them to do the. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she rewrote all of these beautiful stories, and it's gone big. Yeah.
No, that's amazing. But that's the sort of, I guess it's also having an insight to be like, oh, this person that could actually really do something special. I guess that's what you have to do as well.
Yeah.
When you're trying to commission a book and it's just trying to find those select people. Who is there anyone out there that you'd like to work with that you think has a dope story to tell?
Oh my God, there's so many people. I love you guys probably do know her, but she's called Mel's Wardrobe.
I think I've heard of her.
She's
Probably
so cool.
yeah.
She's like a stylist, but she's just got this really cool energy, and I think she would be brilliant. I love Maya Jama. She's wicked. And then it's just basically like coming up with what that story would be and what angle they would go down.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's loads of people.
Would it have to be creative writing, or it could just be anything?
So I do non-fiction mainly, which
Right.
is like, I mean, it covers so much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like their own story, their autobiography, or it could be like writing about a topic, like a specific issue that's important to them. So that's really varied. But I do a little bit of fiction, which is obviously like creative writing.
I see.
And that's
Okay.
what Bolu does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm publishing the Receipts Girls, obviously another great part.
Amazing.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Congratulations on
Yeah.
that. And no, that's a big look as well. Obviously, their book is coming out. What's the contents of that, just for the people who might not know?
Yeah, so well, the Receipts podcast is sort of like millennial women talking about all sorts of conversations, from like sex to relationships, situationships, all of that. The book is each of them writing about topics that are really important to them. So they each write an essay on race. They talk about love. They talk about family, so like really important things to them, and it's sort of like interspersed with like illustrations and sort of takeaways and like Audrey's best jokes on the podcast. The duck joke may or may not be in the book. So yeah, it's going to be really fun. I feel like it's like the perfect book for like their fans.
Yeah.
But also beyond, because it's fascinating. Like you never really hear these voices in books, so I think people are going to proper love it. And there's an audiobook as well, so
Perfect.
Yeah, I saw
That's
a
what I was
picture
gonna
of
get
Tolly
onto.
recording it as well, wasn't there? So.
That's what I was going to get onto, is just the art of trying to get into reading, because for me it's something that I want to read more, but I struggle with massively. I'm like, I'll read 2 pages and I'm like, well, I'm done. That's I just don't have the patience for it.
Have you read much books?
Nah,
In
not
general?
really.
No?
No, not really. I mean, not since we was in school, and someone asked me, what's your
Nah,
favorite book? I'll say
school's the
Mice
worst.
and Men.
No, get out of here. How's that your favorite book?
not Mice and Men.
That's terrible, bro.
Lenny and them, man.
Lenny and them.
You like how
That's
Crooks
crazy.
get bullied? Yeah, is that you?
I'm dead.
Lenny and them.
You like how Crooks was getting bullied? Right.
Ah,
Okay, do you ever pick up a book though? Let's say you've been someone's recommended a book to you, right?
Yeah.
And you're a few pages in and you're just like, nah, this ain't it.
obviously.
Or are you one of those people that you have to see it through? You'd rather just read it, or
No.
are you
I
quite
feel
good
like,
at putting them down?
I feel like
Because when you said that, it's like you read a few pages, you say, nah, it's trash. Demi does that to all, like,
100%.
albums and stuff.
I'm
100%.
dead. No, I think also I feel like there's a sort of misconception that as an editor you're just like able to read anything and everything. No,
Yeah.
I cannot.
Is
it like
If
some of
I'm
this-
not tapped into a book, I'm
Just
not
won't do it.
reading it.
Yeah.
Has some stuff come across your desk and you've been like, yo, put this in the bin.
Yeah. Oh my god. Sometimes I actually feel illiterate as well because like I read lots of like bits as part of my job. Like I have to read
Okay.
like proposals, which are like smaller. Then I go to read a whole book. I'm like, wow. I
Yeah.
have to sit down and concentrate.
Yeah.
But it just takes. I think reading is like something. I feel like school takes away the joy of it sometimes. Like they're like analyze. This.
Annotate this, do
Yeah.
And
that.
it's like,
Yeah.
no.
What does it make you feel like?
Yeah.
No, it's not supposed to make you feel like that. It's supposed to make you feel like this.
Mm.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
this character's intentions?
What
in
does
this
he
part of the-
represent in society? It's like
It's just a book. You know what I mean?
it's just a book,
I
bro.
know.
But I feel like that sometimes because I'm reading a book at the moment called Power of Now. You've probably read it.
Yeah.
And like the first chapter, I was just like, I was struggling to get to terms with all the terminology and what they were trying to introduce to me. But I feel like it's a game of patience. So I'm just gonna continue to read it and see how I feel about it, as opposed to just reading it and be like, nah, this is trash. Because I read a part of it and I was like, nah, let me just put it down for a bit. But then I picked it up and towards the end of the chapter, I was like, okay, no, this is slowly beginning to make sense, so to speak. So
Yeah.
I guess some people don't necessarily have the patience just to.
Yeah,
you
but I
know,
think
read
you've
a
also
whole-
got to go for like topics and stories that are really gonna like excite you and interest you. Like you can't
Yeah.
just be, you don't just read anything that you just like feel you should read
Mm.
because you're never gonna get into it. You're never gonna like
Yeah.
enjoy that properly. You've got to like read things you really feel passionate about,
But
and then
surely-
don't beat yourself up if you're not.
Could you compare reading to listening to albums? Like, you know, there's a genre of books that you'll actually enjoy, that you'll actually take in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. And don't put pressure on yourself. Like take a book on your commute or something and just read a couple of pages and see where you get to. Don't make a crazy like people are like, oh, I'm gonna read like 150 books this year. No, relax. I don't even know if I read 150 books a year. That's my job. So
So
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
heard
say, has it taken the joy out of reading for you a little bit? Because it's your, you know how like
Yeah.
engineers and that say, they don't even listen to music the same way. Is that how reading's become for you?
I've been a bit clever about it where because I work on mainly non-fiction, I don't read for pleasure non-fiction necessarily. Like I might the kind of odd books, but for me, I read for pleasure fiction. So my work is different to what I enjoy reading. So I feel like I've been quite clever about that.
Got
'Cause
you.
Some people, like there'll be like a crime and thriller editor, and their reading for pleasure is crime and thriller.
I really
And like
crime.
their whole life is
Yeah.
crime and thriller. Do you like crime and thriller?
No, it's just me and my dad. Like when I was a lot younger, we just used to come. Like I used to come home, watch ID with my dad. Like crime, we used to watch everything. So
Yeah.
like there are some stories where it's just like, how did that even happen? For example, there's one story where a woman thought her husband was cheating, and so and basically that whole behavior just began to irk the husband. So then he gave her divorce papers. So she's like, no, you're not leaving me without my kids. So she decided to plot and basically write a letter by like the husband's handwriting and everything like that. So she then killed the kids. Right.
Jeez.
Then she attempted to kill herself, and that failed. So then she tried to set alight the house, then that failed. So she tried to jump over the balcony and then kill herself, and that failed. So she's still alive, and she went to prison for that. But overall, yeah,
Crime stories are mad.
it's a really intense story. But it's just like, why would you do that? And then you get into like the mentality of each individual, and then sometimes it's like serial killers, and then why they serial kill, and yeah, it's amazing
This
stuff.
is the thing that you've just got to find that topic that really like interests you,
Yeah.
and then you can go like, then you've got your whole sphere of reading. You don't have
Exactly.
to come out of that. Like that's good. Like do what you enjoy. I
Yeah.
always feel like that. Yeah.
Agreed.
Mm.
No,
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to go about it. And
I
that's how we
do have a
approach it.
question though. You see, like non-fiction books that you currently commission today.
Mhm.
Do you feel like there is a trend
What do you mean?
in terms of like, let's talk about success. Like there is a trend of success. So everyone has basically they sell the same building blocks and they sell the same story within their non-fiction books. Would you say that that's true or false?
I think it's false. I think there is like. Are you kind of talking about the like the kind of industrial complex of like doing well in like some certain areas to book
Yeah.
deal? because that does happen. But
Yeah.
like, publishing is a business out like anywhere
Mm.
else. Like it's kind of, you know, if you've got a brand and you've got something you talk about really well and you can write about, then why not come out with a
Yeah.
book?
Mm.
Like, and that great things can come from it. Really trashy books can come from it, but
Mm.
it's fine. Like, it's just a way of kind of, making money, creating, putting your story out there. I don't know. Like, I think sometimes publishing is always like, oh, we're super creative. It's like, no, there's a business behind it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question at all.
No, it does. It does. Yeah. No, it does.
It's so nice talking to you guys about it as well, though, like, because I think in publishing, a real lack of what we have in like our actually makeup of publishing itself, as well as the stories we're publishing. There are barely any black men.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
stories are lacking.
Why do you think that's the case?
Because they want to destroy the image of the black men.
Let me just put my hotep hat on.
The whole set of hat. Oh my god.
That's all happening.
Honestly, I could probably count the amount of black men in publishing on two hands.
Interesting.
Oh.
It's that mad. I don't know what it is. Like I've kind of been like sort of thinking about it for a while. Maybe it's that really like when like guys in school they're not that opportunity's not put towards
That's what I
them.
would
They're
think
not
it
like,
would, because
oh,
I
you
wouldn't
could
even
be
know how
an
to get into it.
editor.
Yeah.
You could be a marketer for books. You could be a publicist for books. You could be writing stories. I don't know if those options are put towards guys like at an early age. I'm not sure, but it's lacking. I don't know. I would love to see more stories put out there, but then some, you know, they tend to get pigeonholed as well into quite specific
Right.
Yeah.
spaces of like struggle and you know, black masculinity, and it's like what we want to see more of is just like black guys writing in every genre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like black guys writing true crime or like anything.
E-man, get on it.
Get on it. So I've come on here to say, start writing books, yeah.
Pretty much.
Start writing books. Okay. Yeah. That's
So
that's interesting.
what's in the pipeline for you before we move on to the next topic?
For me, I just want to keep sort of like empowering people's voices and like giving like incredible talent those spaces to be creative and working with them in any way I can. And I literally adore the people I've worked with so far. Like some of them have become like my best friends, which is just a lovely feeling, and I just love seeing them sort of grow and ascend. And I want to be a part of that, their journeys, as well as sort of like me myself. I have a podcast with two girls that I also work in publishing, called Main Characters Podcast, and we're really like enjoying doing that. And I also myself really want to get into like screenwriting, because I do like bits of that. This is why I love people writing books, because I'm like, that is insanely amazing to me.
Right.
Because I'm like, me writing in long form, no, it wouldn't happen. It's so hard. Like people don't realize how hard writing is. It's so hard. But screenwriting, when it's like scenes,
Got you.
oh, I can do that.
What would your film be about?
It would probably be comedy.
Oh, okay.
I love comedy. I love.
Who's starring?
Who's starring? You guys.
Of course.
I love it. No, that's perfect. Well, we'll definitely keep our eye out on that and all
Yeah.
the stuff you're doing. But yeah, I guess on to the
Actually,
next.
hold
Oh,
on
go
before
on.
we go on to the next topic. So you said there is not much black men within the publishing game,
Yeah.
the industry itself. Does that include graphic novels as well, or you're not in that realm?
I'm not in that realm, but being published, maybe self-published, there's loads of them.
Okay.
But not being like published with that kind of like backing of a
I
big
see.
publisher.
Okay then, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, people publish through things like Wattpad and that.
they do. I think that's so entrepreneurial. I think that's brilliant. Like, I would always recommend, because
Wattpad?
if you do well,
Yeah.
Wattpad Unbound is also there.
What happened on Wattpad? Someone got a Netflix film. The film is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
It's gonna annoy me because I like watching it because it's that bad. I have to get it. But yeah, it was a film. The film was made on Wattpad, and then there's another Netflix film, and it was One Direction. Funny enough,
Okay.
and that became a Netflix film as well. So people are getting opportunities from
Yeah,
this.
honestly,
They
just
made a
if you
film
put the
Kissing
work
Booth,
out
that
there.
was it.
Oh, Kissing Booth, is it? That's so funny.
It's terrible.
I mean, yeah.
But what was you gonna say?
Nah, it's gone out of my mind. Don't worry.
Yeah, but no, definitely people are finding avenues that weren't there before in order to publish their
Yeah.
books.
It's good to just put it out there, like wherever you can, just put it out there, like apply for like put a little story forward to like a prize, and you never know where that could lead, because that's how Bolly got started. She put a story through to a prize. I think it was with Fourth Estate. It was literally one short story called Netflix and Chill, and from that, she's got like film and TV deals, book deals, like literally that's one story you put out into the world can do anything.
incredible.
So that's what I just say to people: just put stuff out there, because why not?
Oh, for sure.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So the next topic I wanted to discuss involved cooking. This is because I went on Katie's. I was scrolling through Katie's Twitter, and there's a lot of cooking TikToks. Now, I love them as well. I'd be lost in that area of TikTok, but the thing that it doesn't annoy me, but it's how this man cooking like in 45 seconds. It's like, it's just not real. The one I saw on your Twitter was a guy that was cooking in the forest. I was like, how? How can you cook in the forest?
I actually don't like those ones. Are my actual favorite though, because they have like this. They have like the knife they use is so sharp. Like the chopper, the chop is so satisfying.
You know when you're chopping onions, you just it's like you're
yeah.
struggling, and then as soon as you get through it, that's it.
It's so painful. And it's like you're slipping about. No,
Nah, the
through,
noise
yeah?
is beautiful.
it's just so satisfying.
And then all the
Yeah.
noise,
Is this ASMR-ish going on here? What's
nah,
going
it's
on?
not ASMR. It's it is people cooking. But
Oh,
it's-
okay.
You know what I mean? As
Yeah,
in,
no, I'm with
they'll
you.
be like, oh,
I guess it is a little bit of ASMR because it's like the sounds. It's like the choppy and the.
Interesting.
the guy that was cooking in the forest. I said, yo, you might be thinking you're hearing panting from your dog. There's a bear behind you coming, revenant style.
It does look like proper cows forest as well.
But
No, do you know what it kind of though? It's not the bears I'm scared of anymore. It's the moose.
The moose.
Okay,
Are they dangerous?
is it mooses or meese? No, it's just moose.
Wait. what?
That's the name of the episode. Meese.
Meese.
This is why I tell you, I'm an editor, but I'm illiterate.
Yo.
So basically, mooses. Is it?
I really hope Meese is a word.
Nah.
A group of moose.
A group of moose.
Or meese.
Meese.
Moose are the most dangerous animals in Canada, right?
Really?
Do you know how big moose are?
But they're not.
Yeah, they're actually really tall,
They're
aren't they?
bigger than Land Rovers. They are massive. I thought they were like small car size. No.
Are they
are
bigger than
like-
horses?
They're like, they look like mammoths.
God, the
Yo.
moose is in the back.
Meese is really bad.
Full mammoths. Anyway, yeah.
I think they're the
Imagine
most
if a moose
dangerous
came-
because they're dumb. If that makes sense.
No, because
Wow.
they're massive. If you crash into them,
That's
you're
it. That's
gonna die.
yeah. That is
I
it.
see.
It's not like hitting a deer where the deer gets clattered off.
Mm.
Hitting a moose,
Oh.
you're dead.
Going
I'm thinking of
down.
a deer. See, I'm thinking in the beginning of Get Out. You know how that's how.
Yeah. No, it's
Oh.
not
I'm
that.
gonna find a photo of a
Nah,
moose because you guys are gonna be like, actually,
What?
your mind's gonna be
Nah,
blown.
it's just a bit different. But then again, I look at I follow Nature's Metal on Instagram.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I love shows like that. But
it's
then I'm scared of the nature, so I don't really know what to do.
no, because it shows nature in its true form.
Right.
Mm.
So like the hippos, I know about the hippos, and then like just animals in general. Like you'll find like a hyena running with like what? That's not real.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
see.
not real. What kind of
Fuck off.
No way. That's massive.
Yo, that's the picture for this episode.
Shouts out to the Meese.
Big ups the Meese.
Big ups
The
to
Meese and them, man.
Meese and them.
Oh, that's made my day.
But yeah,
cooking TikToks.
yeah.
Cooking
No, it's just
TikTok.
it's very interesting to see. Like you will just see like animals with their eyes out,
Mm.
animals running around with their bellies hanging out. Like I'm not their bellies, but the intestine just running,
What the hell?
like chasing them.
Yikes.
Yeah, no,
Nature
it's
is
real. It
crazy.
shows you nature in its true form. But yeah,
Interesting.
so
But I mean, I guess even though we're
Meese
talking-
or moose now looking larger than
yeah,
a Land
that's
Rover.
larger than
That's
life.
dangerous, man.
So you'll just be cooking, you chopping your chop.
And then just
Fat moose.
just out of
The
nowhere.
Meeses
Comes
are
at
going
you.
crazy in the wild.
Damn.
I can't believe I said that. Oh my god.
It's not. Nah, it is really nuts when you think
It's a
about
huge
it.
part of TikTok though.
Oh, massive. That is.
Massive.
That. I mean.
Although I saw one before I came here, and it was this is where it goes too far, and like not everyone on TikTok can be a chef, so please stop, because they chopped a watermelon
Mm.
into like a little circle. Yeah.
Mm.
Please tell tell me why they're putting on it barbecue sauce
Tell me you're American without telling me you're
cheese,
American.
and pepperoni and cooking it like a pizza
On a watermelon.
on a watermelon.
This is stunt food.
I think people are just running out of ideas
Nah,
now.
come on,
Yeah.
man. There's no need to do that to a watermelon.
no.
This is what I'll be saying. Americans just they'll do anything.
They'll just deep fry anything.
For the love of oh man.
Deep
Did you
fried
see that
pizza.
woman with she put like the pasta and then the like a slab of cheese and then like the milk on top.
Milk.
It will look.
Are you talking about the mince meat? She did the mince. Well,
Yeah,
basically she
did
put the
that one as
bacon
well.
and then she put the mince meat in the middle. Then she put a slab of cheese. No, actually, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know
Where
what
she,
I'm talking
yeah,
about?
where she put the hot dog in the actual pasta thing.
Oh,
Then
it
she
was
put
rotten.
like loads of milk, loads of cheese, and they say, "Oh my gosh, it's delicious." It's like, no, it's not. That's just
That's just cholesterol, bro.
She
that's
put it
just
in the oven, they were like,
home
"Oh my
training
God,
gone
it's
wrong."
amazing."
Yeah.
Like,
There's
that
there's
looked rotten.
he's I think his image is that he's a bit of a fuckboy, but he's Italian. And his one's really good. It's like, I'm gonna get my Alfredo pasta, boom, and then all you need is a little pinch of salt. He's great as well. He does it. His brother's the one. I don't know if you might have seen him on TikTok. His brother goes around with a duck.
What?
Yeah, basically his brother owns a duck. That's his whole brand on TikTok. He has a duck and he likes to play golf. But they're brothers anyway, and that's his shit. But one of them's really good at cooking. But he cooks like really Italian meals. Italian meals look the best on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Thing is, I'm like, do you know what? I can cook, like, if I wanted to cook this stuff, but they're not helpful in that. Like, I don't feel like they don't give the recipe, like, they're not sharing these secrets. These men are just trying to make it in under
Impress.
45 seconds. I don't know how they're doing it.
I think it's about ingredients as well with Italian
I think
food.
I think
though.
some people
Yeah.
are just doing it for clout, and it's just like, what's your problem? Like, why do you exist? Why is your life?
Why do you exist, Biddy?
No, because it's like, who told you?
anything for
Who
clout.
told you that this was alright? Like, you know, like, if you don't know how to cook, there's just like, you could go out, buy some ready-made meatballs, buy some noodles, and then that's it. Put it together and then call it a day.
Right.
You decide, like, that video has me in a whirlwind of emotions, because it's like, why do you think it's okay to put a hot dog in an uncooked pasta, then put a block of cheese on top, then put milk on top, and then say this is delicious? Am I a dickhead?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like, for real?
My lactose intolerance was
Yeah.
like,
Oh my
In
gosh.
the overdrive.
your belly
oh
will be
my
just
God.
Wow.
Dude.
sounding like a drum roll. That's why I don't like, as much as I love Sweetie, her eating habits are diabolical.
They're a bit nuts, aren't they?
I don't understand it with the long nails, because it's like, doesn't the crumbs,
they do.
everything,
And the
doesn't it go
mukbangs,
in
oh
between the
my
Yeah,
nails?
they do. It's
So
not
somehow
nice.
you're gonna have to wash that. If you can't wash that, you're gonna have to take it out. How do you take it out?
You can't. You can't. You have to get it done by a person.
What?
That's long.
Nah,
Yeah, you
see.
can't take them off yourself. Acrylic nails.
Have you guys
no.
attempted to make any TikTok recipes? Anything off of there?
I did. I
I
made
could, but no.
bacon and pancakes, which it sounds straightforward, but the pancakes were really difficult. Like, I was in the kitchen sweating. Like, homeboy did not help me at all. So it was fluffy. It was like Chinese fluffy pancakes.
Oh, yeah, like the really
hard.
thick ones.
Yeah.
They're quite hard to make.
I was struggling. Like, I had to make two. Basically, I had to make 2 lots of batter, because the first batter just went awry. It either wouldn't fluff up enough, or
Yeah.
it would fluff too much, and then you can't eat that because it's not really cooked.
Yeah.
I'd flip it, and it's a bit like a souffle, so it just flatten and fall on me.
painful.
By the end, I got it, but I was like, this is too much effort.
not
I'm
worth
never
it.
doing this again. You weren't helpful, is what I should have put under his comments.
I find it easier to like visually watch though. I'm not really the type, if I have like a list of instructions and they give you steps, I can't necessarily replicate it. If I can see someone do it, it's probably better for me to do it.
But that's what I was doing. I was trying to do everything he did. I was like,
Yeah, but they've missed out steps. It's not giving you
nah, for sure,
certain
man.
things.
I don't think you can really, as beautiful and as good as it looks on TikTok, they can't really give you the proper steps, if that
It's a
makes
technical
sense.
though, because it's skill. It's like actually takes skill to do certain steps, which I feel like
100%.
you
Yeah,
have
it's,
to-
it's a skill to cook first.
yeah.
And then, yeah.
I feel like there's 2 different types of chefs though, because there's bish bash bosh chefs, where people can like those people can just chuck everything in and it just tastes banging, and then those people who have to like proper follow like recipes and be
Yeah,
like step by. I'm one of the step by step. I can't do bish bash bosh.
yeah. I'm a step by stepper.
But I think that's the way it should be. I'm trying to get those knives that they be using though, because that it sounds. You want to hear
What, the
that?
Japanese knife with the river on it? Yeah, I know what you mean.
What's it? In like Hakkasan, when they cook it in front of you.
Oh, no.
and then he's doing up all of
And then
this.
doing like,
Yeah, that's what I need. And then the fire as well, innit? Yeah.
yeah.
That's I need that experience.
Right now,
in
the
my life.
listeners are enjoying the onomatopoeias.
Loving it.
We're going in. But yeah, I guess have you guys come across anything you think you'd try to cook?
Raw steak.
Or
No, because I've seen videos
hate
where
it.
people go to the barbecue and the steak is just raw. And it's like, are you not going to cook it? And everyone's just eating it.
no,
Yeah.
no.
that's actually one of my
AC's
Try
turning
something
off.
like that. Please, quickly. Nah, it's up there.
Oh, what?
No, you have to. It's turning off. You have to press. Oh, for God's sake!
Oh.
No, it's all right. Don't worry.
Oh, he's coming.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
About to be like Thanos. Darn, I'll do
Success.
it myself.
Like Thanos.
What is it? What was he saying? Oh, do you know what? I do love when they so on Facebook, I know it's not TikTok, but I follow like Flame Grilled, and basically he cooks it in his garden. Like he's made, I don't know what to do, like another
A real thing.
Right.
Oh, and they be going in, man. I'm talking like, when can I come to your house to try this sort of stuff? It's that good.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would love to barbecue every day, but just British weather in general isn't
Oh,
necessary.
It is.
barbecues are
Because
so buff.
even within
Honestly.
like East African culture, like we have something called yama choma. Basically, it's just roasted goat or lamb,
Okay.
and like that's what you just need in life. Just
That's what you need.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got my stomach's rumbling now. Actually.
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
to eat.
so
Yeah,
like-
have you
just
tried
having
suya?
it roasted.
So yeah, of course.
Suya off
I haven't
the.
tried to yet.
You have to, honestly, and then
That's-
they. Oh,
That's dangerous.
how's it dangerous?
It's there's too much spices and peppers.
Yeah,
and
nah,
when
but
it
that's what I'm
catches
here
you,
for, man. It's
the
not something you have
wrong-
every
You can
day,
only
but-
have it every time.
If you put it in the wrong hole in your throat,
You're in trouble.
just-
Can be coughing up.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
You're in trouble.
No. That is
Alright.
actually very true.
What is suya? Is it like
it's beef. Yeah, it's beef. I think it can be, but you can
I
get
think it
chicken
could be- yeah,
suya,
I've
and
heard you could get chicken.
so it's whatever really.
okay,
But it's delicious.
If
I
it's
rate
made
it.
properly, it's really good.
Oh, for sure. What was I gonna say? So that concludes that topic. I think Meese was the highlight of it for me.
Listen, I just want to say to my manager, I can't actually do my job.
Don't worry, we'll cut that bit out. Don't worry.
No, it's fine. She knows.
So third topic. So I think we all experienced this. We're not talking about the vaccine or anything like that, but recently the over 25s were invited to come get their vaccine.
or did you get the text?
What? They text you,
Oh.
Yeah.
and they just be texting people. I didn't get a
Yeah.
I
text.
didn't get a text.
No, they just text email specifically. They said, "Yo, email, what's going on? We're pulling up on you."
I just reminded me, I got a text.
Yes, it's coming back.
Hold on. Let's go.
Coming
I'm
over.
ready. It's gonna be 2018 all over again.
For real.
God.
So what was I gonna say? So the over 25s were recently invited to come get their vaccine,
Mm.
but this there was a lot of jokes made about people being in the over 25 category on X Factor.
Yeah.
So today I wanted to discuss those type of shows and the brilliance that they brought about, because they really had the nation in a chokehold.
Before we do though, why did they decide to lump us all in over 25?
I have no,
That's
like being 26 now. I'm like, what the
It
fuck?
hurts.
I used to think, I'll bring out the Zimmer frame for them, man, because who was it? He was Wagner. He was.
Oh, not Wagner.
Oh my
He
god.
was
No.
terrible. My guy was sleep.
He
There's
was
so
there to entertain.
for
real,
real.
pretty
My
much.
man said, he got far as well. He was on the
No.
night shows, and he could not sing to. He couldn't hold a note to save his life.
Terrible.
No, it's actually really upsetting. Like, I turned 25 this year, and I was like, as if I remember being young and being like, the 25 and overs are old. Like,
Yeah.
they're they're never gonna win. And I also used to tell myself, because I wanted to be a superstar because I love Beyonce, etc. I got over that real quick. I was like, before I'm 25, I'm gonna go on. And I'm just gonna like be amazing. I'm gonna be the next Leona Lewis.
Yeah.
And now I'm 25. So that's not gonna
I
happen.
Yeah,
mean,
no,
they've given
good.
us they've actually given us a lot of talent. Obviously, Little Mix came from X Factor.
Yeah,
One Direction came
Alexandra
from. Yeah. So the show has given us a lot of good. It has done some good. It's given us a lot of
Yeah.
talent. But my God, there were some bad people on there.
Oof.
I used to just watch it for the audition stage. Really.
The auditions
Yeah,
are the
that was
best
the
bit. 'cause
best.
You just see
There
all
was
those
when
people.
they used to like the judges used to crease. They would just be
there's-
cracking up.
There's some funny videos of them man just in tears.
Mm.
Like the audition was
I
bad.
remember one. It
Bad.
was this guy who was doing like a club song, and he had the backing track. He was like, "It's Friday night," and he was just going, and all we do is, "It's Friday night."
There was one that was
Party.
there was one that was so bad that Simon had to kick who was it, Sharon and Louis out.
They
Oh,
couldn't
because
stop
they were
laughing.
laughing
Couldn't
so
stop
much. I
laughing.
remember
That's
that one.
hilarious.
I couldn't remember what the guy was singing, but it was just like
Was it that dude that was singing Michael Jackson?
it might have been
And they just couldn't get through the audition because it was just that bad.
or
Oh, I get it though, because I don't think I'd be able to.
Oh, I
hold
couldn't-
myself
I
down.
couldn't.
I have to laugh.
There's
I have
something
to laugh.
about people singing sincerely, which is very funny to me.
And they think they actually. Yeah.
don't
That
these
would be
people have
evil.
families?
I
you be-
always think that.
Yeah.
Would you be a nice judge or an evil judge?
I'm being evil, man. Get the fuck out of there, man. Pack it up. Get your shit down. It's and do you know what's painful is the stories in like the middle of the way, people who just weren't good enough but didn't make it through. They be bullying on that show because it's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Got the backing track and everything.
For
The
real.
sob stories are like, my
Yeah.
dad's cat's nan
It's well
died.
edited. But then again, like
Got the
I-
same
I
like
know- I know
Coldplay
there was
song
this
playing
one
in the
girl-
background, bro.
Life will guide.
Exactly. Fix You's always on loop when it comes to those things. God, man.
So there's this one woman. She actually auditioned for X Factor, and like X Factor itself is very much an entertainment show. Like it's not a singing competition; it's an entertainment show.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a very good singer. She could sing. She's beautiful at singing. She's a beautiful woman as well, like the way she looks and everything. But she said that she had to create a sub story
Right.
so that she could be
Sell it.
marketable
Mad.
to the masses. And she was like, "No, I'm not.
Don't really have
looking
one.
to do
Do
that."
that.
Mm.
And then they were like, "Okay, well, you know what? You can come back next time, and then we'll see if we can slot you in."
Fuck.
It's a proper business, and
It is a
they,
real
they
business,
ask
yeah.
people to. It's like they invite people to audition who have like management and stuff. They'll be like, "Can you
Yeah.
actually come and onto the
Oh,
show?"
okay.
Yeah, because one of my friends was asked. They're like, "Can you actually come onto the show?"
See, I've been
who are
hearing
like
about
almost
this.
established.
Yeah, because that's how like well,
It's
it's not
dodgy.
it's similar to what Love Island kind of do, and it's like
They
oh,
scout.
this person already has 40,000 followers
Yeah, they
on
do.
Instagram. Might as well get them on. But boy, I don't think I've said this story on the show, but I got in trouble. So you know how you can vote, and you
What
call
did you
in.
do?
Oh no!
Listen. It was so it's in the same realm. It was diversity's year. I thought these guys are flames, man. Like they were so good. And their performance like inspired me. I was, you know,
You are popping locking.
for
Oh,
real.
this is that.
Okay,
Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I'm calling like a madman to vote for diversity. You know, I don't know if Dermot does thing. Oh no, it's Ant and Deck, and they're like,
Oh,
please
yeah.
ask the phone bill payer. This costs
boy.
£1.20. Anyway,
Bugging.
I must have voted 15 times.
Your mum must have. Your mum
Nah,
must have
it was
punched you
my
up.
dad.
Your dad must have punched you up.
He was livid. I just remember,
No.
Demo, like, what is this? And I was like, but you saw me call. We all
That's
watched the
so
show
funny.
together. He was like, nah, I
is
didn't know that it cost this much. Like, you're never allowed to vote
Did you
again.
not see the fine print? Do you know how much they charge you, bro?
Yeah.
It's not even, apparently it's not even the £1.50. Like, it's also what how
Your service
set
provider
up.
as well.
So,
Yeah,
he was not happy.
That's
Don't
hilarious.
vote.
I've
kids,
never
just-
voted.
just
Unless
vote.
it's like through like an app where
Never
like
voted.
how Love Island do it, where they
Yeah,
do the
you
thing.
ain't voting for Love
I
Island.
don't think so, but I can't.
Yeah,
like, I can't
no, I voted for
recall.
Love Island because it's free on the app.
Yeah, I
can't
don't know
recall
how I said
paying
that.
for it ever.
I was voting.
Are you
And I
guys-
will be voting
Are you guys
again.
excited for Love Island this year?
Yes, are
I
you crazy?
am.
We're gonna
Do
have
you know
Love
what?
Island
I'm
episodes, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so happy. That little gap that they've given us has
It's-
made
it's
me want
enough,
it more.
yeah.
'Cause that
100%.
winter one was dog shit.
Dead.
Put it in the bin.
Who won that one again?
Couldn't even tell you. It was
Why?
Paige and that guy, innit?
I can't remember.
Wow.
No, I don't even. That is actually nuts. Like, what's
The
happened
only
since?
what? Tommy and Thing ain't even from that season, are
No,
they?
no, that was way
Molly
back.
May and
That was-
Tommy are from the
Amber's-
Amber. Yeah,
Amber,
that
Michael,
season.
that was a
That was a
season.
good season.
Childish.
They've not had, yeah.
Childish.
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 Right.
Nah, man, you have to get into it this year, please.
I really don't want to.
Oh, it's Love
You have no
Island and
choice.
Euros. It's a. It's that.
Oh,
Do you
when
remember
is
that?
Love
that
Island?
There's
summer?
Euros,
Yeah.
there's Love Island, and then there's Olympics.
That's if the Olympics
That's
goes
a good
ahead.
summer.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going.
I
it's
don't know
going
that
through.
they're really in like.
I think it's actually gonna happen.
Tokyo's on ropes.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh.
But I mean, if it'll more than likely happen. But I read today like that people think it shouldn't go ahead, but
Interesting.
I just want to watch them. Like, I just love it so much.
Oh,
Like,
it's elite.
when they're
It's
like,
elite
"Oh, I just
entertainment.
think it's a bit muggy that you like that you like spoke to the guy that I've only met yesterday, but like we've like formed a connection. So I just think that's a bit muggy.
I think it, but do you know what? I let them off and they.
That's like,
That's the conversations they be having, and then you're like, you know what, Brenda, you're right. It is a bit muggy.
It's a fact. Factory.
I'm on your side.
nah, he's proper fit. Nah, yeah, he's proper fit.
Or it's just, you know, like I don't know where we're at. Like we just don't have that like that spark. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm falling into his dick sand, but I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket.
Hey,
Come
yo.
on, mate.
Liv was a genius for that.
Yeah,
That's
she's a
hilarious.
funny girl.
She
She's got a whole
is.
show now.
Is it?
Yes, yeah, with her
Yeah.
husband.
The reason
oh,
why I
shit.
would not
Daku
watch
was-
Love Island is because I'll be so stressed. I'll be looking at them like, why are you not doing
That's the best
so?
part about it.
Nah, it is.
No.
They do need
My
to avoid the
emotions, my
stupid
brain power needs
conversations.
to be
Though.
somewhere else.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Nah,
With
that
with that many hours of.
But the people they get on it, like, they're
Nah,
all
these people
smackers.
aren't. Dumb.
I
I
think
think
they're
I feel like they got smarter people on. Cause you remember that season where
Molly
they were.
May and people were they, like, a couple
They're
of them
clued.
were clued
Like,
up.
but like, remember that season, that girl from Liverpool that was like, "What's Europe?" I was like, "What are you?"
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
my
what's
days.
Brexit? I thought it was like the trees leaving.
Oh my days.
How have you come to that conclusion?
Here we are, man.
And then everyone around her was just as dumb. It was like she thought Barcelona was in the UK or something. Nah, it was bad.
Have you heard they're getting LGBTQ plus people on the season?
I don't know. I've heard that. I don't know how that's gonna work. Are they gonna have
I'm
their own house like
fascinated.
Casa Amor?
Maybe.
Casa
I
Amor.
just
That's
feel
normal.
like
They probably have
you know,
everybody in the same
a
house.
girl's gonna steal your girl.
You know what?
Shit.
It's Mr.
It's lit.
Mr. Skill Your Girl.
It's lit. Hey, that might bang. To be honest with
Messy,
you,
but I like it.
it
That's
just throws
far.
more.
It just throws more spanners in the works.
Exactly.
I don't know if the premise of the show. Obviously, I'm all for inclusion, but I don't know if the premise of the show if it will work in the show's current setup. And I like if they did one for them, that would make sense. As in, I shouldn't say for them, but for the LGBTQ community, that would be fine. But I don't know if.
The mash up together.
Yeah, I
don't
can't.
know.
I just don't know. Unless the producers are smart of Love Island, like let's not play. I think
They are smart.
situations like what you presented will probably be what they're gonna go for.
I think they'll make it work.
They've had it.
I
There
think
was
they'll make it
one in season 2. R.I.P. to her. I can't remember her name now, but they sent in a girl for her because
Right.
she was bi.
Okay.
Oh
and,
yeah, I remember that.
and that was the sort of situations they tried to
Yeah.
create. So I think that's what they'll do more the same with that.
They just gotta make sure they protect people on there. Like as
Mm.
far
Yeah,
as all
they
the
do.
backlash and all that type of stuff.
My
I
God.
yeah, it's not.
Mike, that was so sad.
It's that they don't prepare. I think you can't prepare to come out that famous. And the thing is, a lot of them had to. So I've heard things that where Mike was a lovely man.
But
Yeah, I
they
heard
forced
that
that
as well.
persona
he
on
was
him.
just so nice.
And
But
they
they
edit
made
it
him
to be-
exactly. Everyone thought he was muggy.
Yeah.
He went on Celebs Go Dating. They made him play up to be more muggy.
Agree.
So you got to roll with this facade that just isn't you. Which
Mm.
I can see how that would make you depressed. And
I
So-
can imagine that like what they're having to do, like the application stages of this show were quite intense.
Oh,
They
massive,
make
yeah.
Sure
Right.
people are like ready to undergo
To deal with
like
all of that.
come
They
out
need-
with so much scrutiny.
Yeah, no, they
and-
need psychiatric help before they go in. And I said you definitely have to look after them when they come out as well for at least maybe the first 2 months, I'd say.
Probably.
But yeah, no, I mean all those.
I'm just like, you need to watch it. You need
Please.
to watch it. You would love it. It's so stupid.
It's one I
you gotta like not. You've got to like take it for what it
turn your
is,
brain
do you know
off.
what I mean?
For real.
Also,
and enjoy.
you've got to be on Twitter whilst you're watching it.
I
because
think
that's
that
an
helps
essential
massively.
part of
Yeah,
watching
yeah,
it.
of
It's
course.
like when it goes to advert break and then you just got all the memes coming in.
I see.
It's beautiful.
If you include the LGBT, like I see the vision in terms of it becoming entertaining, but I just don't want to give my time to it. That's all.
Are you an intellectual? He says, I'm not giving my time.
This guy enjoyed Love Is Blind. Don't listen to him.
No, but the thing
Love
is-
Blind is sick.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, because
He likes the
That was
experiment
sick.
aspect of Love Is Blind.
Yeah.
I like the experiment
Yeah,
aspect.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
this
yeah.
one is just entertainment, and then people are trying to get something out of it, and it's just like, okay, now
Yeah,
it's no longer the
very-
same thing, and then people are just like, and then everyone's doing the same thing, or they're getting the same people to react to the same way for every single season. So you're always gonna have the same sort of people there, and then even the other one. What was the other one where they put them on the island?
What?
Oh,
Temptation
Survival
Island?
of the fittest.
No, not
The one that was on
not Bear
Netflix?
Grylls. The one that was on Netflix, where it was like all the top influencers.
Oh,
them ones. I enjoyed that as well.
What, the
it was like-
circle?
It was like Sexy
I think
Island
it
or
is the
something.
circle.
No,
No, it's not the circle.
It was like that island where
Is it?
if they lipsed or did anything sexual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They lost money.
Points would get taken
Yeah.
away. I can't
Deducted.
remember what that was called.
I can't
Was
remember
it
what that
Survival of
called.
the Fittest?
No,
Nah.
no. It was called like Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah, well
Too
done.
hot to handle, yeah, too hot to handle.
Yeah.
I like that as well. I like the experiment of it, and like the way people behaved
was
around it. It's like,
funny.
listen, what are you doing? Like, I would be I've forgotten the guy's name.
No, there was that guy on it who was just like fuming every time.
That's me. That's
he was
me.
Like the
Hilarious.
Economist.
Yeah,
He was
that's
like,
me.
"Why
Like,
have you-"
nah.
That's me for sure. That's so. Like, I relate to that individual. It's like, listen,
He
there's
was
money
so
on the
funny.
line,
And you lot just
and
lip
you
sync.
guys just
He
in
was
your
so
feelings.
That's
Why?
funny.
There was a girl movie man who was just like having sex with everyone. He was livid.
Was it
every time.
Francesca?
Yeah.
Francesca's moving mad right now.
She is.
She was with homegirl from
Made in
Tao-
Chelsea.
For a couple of days, she put a
Oh, was it?
tattoo
Oh,
on the
no,
body
it
of her
was-
name.
It was Tao.
That's
I
mad.
know they're
Couple
broken
days.
up.
Come on, dog.
Yeah. Oh, I hate this woman. Oh, la 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 la.
Yeah, they are crazy.
La 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 la. Ooh.
So then, like, yeah. So like, I really like the experiment of it
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
and just
Okay.
watching
Ayo,
it evolve.
Love is Blind. I can never forget
That was
when
the
that guy. Do you know
best.
that girl with the bad wig?
Oh, Diamond.
Yeah.
So that shit was
diamond.
pushing back like a snapback.
That's so mean, man.
That guy was so. He turned.
It's one of the best responses I've ever seen.
He's the devil.
That's crazy.
Because it's like he had no reason to behave like that.
Jesus.
He had no.
You only get this on reality TV, though.
Yeah, but
Incredible.
he had no reason to behave like this. Like he had, like the woman was beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had every reason to make sure that, like, he secured the bag
I
Mm.
know.
that
and then
shit
he
was
threw it in the
funny.
bin.
And he was the one that just wasn't honest from like day dot, and then
It's
he
true.
was like mad because she was like, "I need time to process this," and he was like, "You're mad."
Yeah,
And
but
he-
he wasn't
Yeah.
living in his full truth.
Nah, he wasn't.
So then that's why he was moving
He
insane.
flipped it, gaslighted her into.
And then also he was a
Yeah.
bit.
He went
reacting
from
like that.
like my queen to cutting out
Yeah.
her wig
Pretty
very
much.
quickly.
Yeah, and then
0
like
to
he
100.
was dealing with mental.
I agree. You could
Because like
tell.
even when they had like the whole catch up as well, like at the end of it, like a year later,
Was he
like
still?
he tried to
Yeah,
give
it's
like a
really
French.
mad.
He tried to
was
engage her,
the
but then it was like,
maddest
nah,
argument.
I'm not getting engaged to you.
Isn't
Then he tried to do the friendship thing. It was like, whatever.
Yeah, that
So-
was the maddest argument when she was like, "I'm about his ass to the next dick." I was
Yeah.
like, this
Why-
is
why
very
would you say that?
American.
So American, honestly. So
But then they
American.
tried to save the show because one guy and one woman they didn't really connect, but they just tried to force them to connect just
Do
to
you
make the show
remember,
interesting.
Jessica,
I-
the crazy blonde, like older blonde woman who got with the like 24-year-old guy,
Ah.
and she did not like him.
Yeah, but the thing
She
is, I
was
really felt for
unhinged.
my man because it was like,
He seemed genuine.
yeah, he was genuine. He was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
genuine about it.
She was just like, "Oh, I'd never."
Yeah, but you
date
can't help
anyone
people like
younger
that.
than
Yeah,
me,
she was.
And I don't like anyone younger than me. And then she got with the 25-year-old.
Bro.
Well,
Like
she
10
was
years
she
younger
was
than her.
chasing after homeboy that was with the other girl. And
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. I knew she was unhinged when she fed her dog wine from her own glass. I was like, at that
Bruh.
point, what?
No,
Who is
that's
this person?
insane.
Bruh.
I thought that would kill a dog.
Yeah,
I-
you're not supposed to do
I
that.
think
I
you're
don't
supposed to
think
see
I
that, no.
remember seeing that.
Yeah,
that-
I logged
yeah.
that in my head. I was like, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
RSPCA and them, man, quickly.
But
Honestly.
I mean, even in that
Someone
whole
called
entire show,
Peter.
there's a lot to learn from it. So
I agree.
there's a lot to learn from that show, and then even
Yeah,
Too
Love
Hot to
Island
Handle, there's a
isn't
lot to learn
like
from
that.
that show as well.
Love Island 2021, baby.
But Love Island, I don't know, man, because
We
everyone's
back.
on their own agenda.
Everyone's on there to get commercial success, fame. bro.
Yeah, give me
back.
that pretty little thing.
I'm just here for the entertainment, man.
Yeah, I
Entertainment
hear it
purposes
though.
only for me.
Secure the
I-
bark.
I hope they,
Boohoo Man and that.
I hope they move a bit mad this series though.
They have to. Not after, because that winter one was
No
forgettable.
one was acting risky at all. Like, do you remember the first ones where people just used to be
Well, they
all
stopped.
about-
They
Crazy.
stopped giving them.
alcohol?
Yeah, that was a big thing. And then they stopped
They
letting
give
them
one
shag.
glass. Boring.
Got to bring it back.
They yeah, bring back the alcohol, man.
Bring back the alcohol.
That's. Do you know what? There's a show in America called Are You the One? They are on smoke. I'm sure MTV's giving them drugs.
What?
Because they're moving mad.
Oh,
Some of these American shows are though. Like I saw a clip from that Temptation Island where it was like the guy watching his literal like long-term girlfriend lips up another guy and have sex with him on camera. He literally had to watch it. Like it was him surrounded
So
by
what did
like,
they?
the other geezers
I'm
in the
killing
game.
someone.
Someone has to die.
All the other geezers though who were also watching were there just like
Nah, but someone
Jesus.
has to die.
Yeah.
no, surely.
To produce a producer,
It was
cameraman,
funny, though.
someone.
The other guys' reactions was very funny. The other guys' reactions was just like,
What the hell? Jesus.
What did he do after that?
he was like,
Nah.
it was not nice to watch actually because he was like
Devastated.
shaking. He was like, what? I mean, that's not a normal situation to put yourself. Man, why are you going?
Nah,
on that
if
show?
if your couple, if your relationship is already on rocks enough, and you're thinking that that's gonna fix it, you're the
You
dumb
played yourself.
for real,
Can
dog.
you imagine?
The Bachelor's interesting.
What when one guy and then he's trying to chase, or they're
No,
trying to chase
Yeah,
him?
so it could be one guy, several women,
Yeah,
or
One
one woman, several men.
Americans are dumb. They tried to do that with Prince Harry. Yeah.
What?
They told them this was Prince Harry, so they just
funny.
basically got a ginger posh boy, and they told him, "Oh, you're all trying to get Prince Harry's affection."
They believed it was
And
Prince
it
Harry.
worked.
They
It
thought
worked.
They thought it
Oh
was him.
my god.
Oh, that is actually
Jesus,
so funny to
is
me.
Lord.
That was
There you
that
have
was
it.
pretty bad. But yeah, no, I guess that we're all excited for Love Island, so
Yeah, man, should be good.
should be good. Okay, so final topic for today is outside is expensive.
Oh,
Inflation.
yes.
Do you think-
Inflation? Of
I
course
reckon it's gone up.
inflation.
It's inflation.
Things are more
It's
expensive now.
100%.
Bro,
I went for drinks yesterday, yeah, and
don't, it's gonna hurt me.
I bought everybody around, right?
fuck.
And on the app,
Oh,
yeah, I think it was supposed to come to around like 50, 60 quid, right?
Right.
And at the checkout, it said £70,
Oh, piss off.
and I was like, "Where's this extra £10?" Maybe I added an extra drink. Went to the checkout, to the basket. Sorry, the service charge was £10.
Get out of here.
Jeez.
Now, obviously, you can edit it yourself, but I'm
Mhm.
looking at this thinking and I was drunk already, so at this point, I was just ready to just press, you know,
Okay, here we go.
just pay. But how cheeky of them just to put £10 on there just like that.
You sobered up really
Like-
quickly, didn't you? You just said, what?
My maths brain just kicked in like, nah, this isn't adding up.
This is not normal.
Like obviously, you know, in the service industry, I'm happy to pay a service charge anyway. It's not a big deal. But for it just to be automatically put on there like that, I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus
That is
Christ.
cheeky. Nah,
Safe to say.
it's just expensive outside.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
safe to
went
say it's
to
peak.
Box Fight last night in Croydon, and they had we got these like frozen porn style martinis. They were
Yeah.
delicious, mate. But £9, they were this big.
Ah man, that's daylight robbery.
No.
Cocktails are expensive, man. I'm not
Cocktails
even
are-
trying to
but
play
they're
those
so
games.
delicious.
They be tricking
No,
y'all.
do you
I don't even think
do
they're
you
nice.
usually like go out to brunch? Like, do you do brunch on a regular?
Do you do
I don't
brunch?
do brunch.
But what is
no,
brunch?
No, I feel like
What
brunch
is
is more of a
brunch?
thing now that we're coming out because
Right.
obviously clubs aren't open, so people are like, oh
Let's
well,
go for
do more.
brunch.
People do more day drinking, and
Interesting.
bottomless brunch can actually work out quite decent.
Ah, I don't know. I think
Got
day
given about your
drinking's more
drinking?
expensive.
Well, because you're paying a set fee, and then
Right.
it's like bottomless alcohol.
I hear
I
that,
think
but
it
you're not
can
just
work
gonna.
out
Thing is with
okay.
bottomless brunch, you're not just gonna do the bottomless brunch. You'll probably carry on drinking somewhere else. That's where it's.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, depends.
Unless you're like
my thing is
dead
like,
on the ground, which
what,
some
what,
people
what would
prefer.
be what would be a lad's brunch? Like, what would that
No, you
look
can
like?
go and bottomless.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
and get
nah,
your
for real, nah, you
Prosecco's
have to, bro.
and your
But
margaritas.
what would it
Well,
look like?
you can get them to give you beer. So I'll swap the prosecco because
Um,
prosecco's a dangerous game, man.
Yeah, it is dangerous. And Cottons in Camden does rum punch.
Okay.
That's dangerous too. Though.
I don't drink alcohol, so it's all good.
Oh, I don't know.
Cap.
Then.
In Jesus' name, no more cap.
No more
That's
cap.
cap no in
You're
America,
fine
man.
then. You don't have to worry.
Well, you can just have the brunch then,
You're
innit?
saving money. Yeah, just have the.
Ah.
Wait, what gets served?
Food.
at brunch?
Cap or no capping.
Wait, what
Food
guy?
is
is it real breakfast like sausage,
What's
Real
this?
breakfast.
toast?
Brunchy breakfast, like you are, like poached egg with toast.
Ah,
like,
it's that middle class,
pancake.
like, you know what I mean?
Avocados.
Yeah, it's very.
Ah.
Yeah, very that vibe.
Avocados is the worst thing to happen to humanity.
I always say so. I hate avocados.
Why?
I do not
What's your
like them.
problem, bruv?
I don't like them. He literally just said, he
He's
put
saying
out a
some,
tweet.
like, quite bold statements right now.
You said the same thing. You don't think avocados have a
It
taste?
doesn't taste
No,
of
I
anything.
agree.
It doesn't taste of anything, but why do you hate it?
That's
Because it doesn't have a taste.
No.
It has to
They
have a
are
taste.
slimy
You
and
like
a bit
taste.
weird.
It's slimy.
Like tasty
Yeah, it's
stuff,
slimy.
yeah.
It's
Slimy,
weird.
doesn't
It
taste
just.
of
I think
anything.
exactly.
So you want it to be firm.
What are you doing right now?
Where are we going?
Pause. Anyways,
For real.
no, why don't you just sprinkle a bit of salt on top of it?
It's not for me, man.
Ah, it's amazing.
So now I'm just eating salt.
No, but it
Yeah,
brings
basically
it
just eat
brings the
it.
flavor. Like
Okay,
you've never really
interesting.
tasted it
I-
with just sprinkle salt.
People swear by it. I just feel like when it's on my people will put it on their toast, and I just feel like I'd rather have scrambled
Right.
eggs.
Okay, no, I understand because you're talking about this whole entire like culture of avocados is just it's too in your face.
Mm.
Whereas me, I don't eat on the regular, but when I do eat, I just sprinkle a bit of salt and like I enjoy it.
I mean, I get
Each
it.
his own.
But it's ripe.
Each
You
to his
don't,
own,
you
for
don't
real,
get
yeah.
it. Why are you lying? You don't get it.
I'm gonna let him.
I get it. I get it.
Cap.
Oh no, it's not for me. But yeah, brunch can be. It depends. There's
No, it depends
all
on the
types of
place. I've
brunches.
had like you. There's a reggae brunch. They do like jerk and.
What's
rice and
what's
beef.
that place?
There's like different. They do like different foods.
What's that
Different
Caribbean
places.
chain restaurant?
Cottons.
No, it's a
Turtle Bay.
Turtle Bay.
Oh,
Yeah, they do a good
Turtle Bay.
brunch. They're trying to get you drunk.
Are
in
we
there,
going to a
man.
place where we could do brunch?
What
No, I
after
don't know
this?
today. No, I don't.
No.
Brunch
it's just
normally
a
ends
normal
about
random
4
stuff.
anyway, but it was something we should
We should
definitely
do one. Why not?
100%.
Why not?
But
Yeah.
yeah, Turtle Bay, them man are trying to get you drunk,
Litty.
and
But that's why, because
Let
then
you
you
can
buy
meet 'em.
more drinks. Like, there's a reason that they're trying to get you. Also, if the food is dead, you won't care because you're drunk.
For real.
I mean, I went to one. I was like, I'm not eating anything here. The menu was not great. I was just buying the food for the sake of it.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah,
Very
nah.
clever. Makes a lot of commercial sense.
Yeah, they gotta lock us up again, man. My
Yeah.
account is killing me.
I'm locking myself up.
My account
I'm
is killing
locking
me.
See
the
Scully's
door.
tweet where he
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, shouts out to Scully, friend of the show. He tweeted at his
Nationwide.
nationwide.
It's like, yo,
Yo, why have you let me do this?
I wasn't in the right frame of mind. Spending all this money.
People were that bank holiday in May was
Yeah.
oh my god,
People got overexcited.
It's been a shock.
for
the
real.
Oh my god.
I wanted my
can't believe
bank
I used
to
like,
call me
do
and be
this
like,
all the
"Did you
time.
make these transactions?" I'd be like, "Nah, G."
You know when they drop you a text like, are you sure this is you?
I want them to be
It's not
like,
me.
"Yo,
It's fraud.
this is fraud." 419, all of it.
For real.
Whole of London be like, nah, people are doing up fraud.
100%.
Everyone's doing up fraud.
Send me that refund real quick.
For
Maybe
real.
we all should all conspire and say that this person's all done fraud.
That's-
Right now,
they
this
might
is on
believe
record,
us.
so I don't think it'll
100%.
work.
Nah.
It's on wax.
It's on wax.
it ain't gonna work.
Oh no.
Amazing.
Nah, this is a message to the outside. Please, going forward, be cheaper.
We're begging.
No, just be
on
frugal.
my
man.
knees.
That's what it is.
Frugal Vandross, yeah. Is that what you're on?
Oh gosh. Nah. that was stupid.
My friends are boring.
Yeah, nah.
Why can't I just be rich?
That's the dream, man. Give me those billions.
Yeah.
What's
Why
her
can't I just
name?
be
You know,
paid to
Melinda.
exist?
Them, if-
Melinda
if you-
Gates.
If you want to be like a billionaire, you have to be a capitalist, and I don't think you really want to be that, do you? So,
Nah, true.
wow.
Deep.
I was trying to say I'm into communism and that.
You got all-
Social.
Is he calling him a communist? What has this podcast become? What the hell?
Where are we going?
You calling him a commie? You calling me a commie, sir?
No. But isn't Jeff Bezos single now?
Jeff Bezos is single.
Gotta put
Say
the-
word.
Bill
Apparently.
Gates is with
This-
his girl. I don't think that's
You gotta
a
put the
surprise.
snowflake inside of his
Jeff
DMs.
Bezos.
I was.
If you need a girl,
They say
in
you attract the
touch.
things you fear. Melinda Gates.
Jeff Bezos, no.
You're so dumb.
Yo, I went in. I DM'd Melinda.
No, you didn't.
I sent her a snowflake.
No, you didn't.
Put it up.
What,
To,
what a time to be alive.
Get out
she,
of here.
needless to say,
His
she
new
didn't
name is
respond.
Nasty D.
Say what?
His new
Pardon?
name is Nasty D.
I would have been on a yacht somewhere. I'm not trying to be on a yacht
Aw.
in Dubai.
In a thong. I've suffered for 19 years.
19.
No, she just said she suffered for 19
Oh,
years. I
okay.
don't
Nah,
know.
she is funny as fuck.
She is the
She's hilarious.
funniest person.
Yeah.
She might. She's funnier than
I'm a
some
woman of
random, you know.
standards.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm a woman of
Standards. Are you
For
mad?
Herman Munya. Shh.
Oh,
Clear.
Oh, they are honestly they are the funniest people.
Munya
Every video
doesn't
Neda's
miss.
in, I'll watch it. Munya does not miss.
I don't think I've seen him miss
If you,
yet.
if
That-
you send me the location,
I
I
wanna
can
bring
apply
it there.
there.
Even when he went into Big Shaq's thing, yeah. and he was doing deadlifts.
He
Oh
was
yeah, it's
so
just
good.
me over here carrying the whole entire show.
He
was
really
jokes.
good on
It was
that.
good, it was really good.
Shaq's thing is actually really good, and he's getting
Yeah, that
like
was
people.
funny.
He's getting people to open up that wouldn't normally, because the OFB boys went on there, and they're terrible in interviews. They were pretty good on there. So now, big up Big Shaq. But yeah, I saw it, and Munya's just naturally funny.
Yeah,
Michael
100%.
He's
Dapper.
so
Shout out to
silly,
Michael
isn't
Dapper.
it?
For real.
Yeah, he is.
He's so silly. I love that.
Yeah.
Just be a bit silly.
Just making great content for sure.
For real.
He's gonna be great in Love Island times though.
Oh,
Munya's
well,
gonna pull out the
hey
bag,
yo,
I feel.
who's the lady that hosts it? Get her out of it. Make Munya the host.
Yeah, that's
For
I was-
real.
so true.
Oh, they really.
They are-
That was lazy
I
casting
can't
when
believe
they.
they did that.
It was
They
just.
could have done.
there
They
was
could have
so
done
ma-
Alison Hammond. Hilarious. That would have been so funny. They
There
could
was
have
so
done
many
Maya Jama,
names.
They could have done
They could have done. Maya was probably my first
Maya
pick.
probably would have been the top person.
What about Philly?
Philly and Chunks, I'd take.
They could
I
do
feel
like
like- I feel like Philly
Or-
would just try and get too involved. It'd just be like,
probably try and move to the girls.
Yeah.
who move on there.
No, but the thing
Hold
is,
on, hold on.
Philly would give emotion to to the whole situation. Like, why are you doing that, mate? You just fucked it up, didn't you, mate? Just fucked it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like he will give emotion where it's just like it's necessary.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's necessary just to spice up the show to engage with the audience as well.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know why they have picked the
But
most
Chunks,
vanilla
sorry, not
option.
Chunks. Munya would just, yeah, nah. Munya's the one.
Yeah, he was
Munya's
so
our pick.
good.
He's the one.
He would come up with he's so good at quips. Like
He's-
on the Big Shaq show, he was
Yeah.
like
He don't
all
miss.
the quips.
He's very witty.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
witty.
But yeah, no, that's all the topics for today. I think this has been a phenomenal episode.
Great episode.
I can't even think what will end up being the name, but I think we've got
Meese.
to go Meese.
Got a couple of options.
Kate is in the corner like anything but Meese.
Anything but me.
Got Van Ross's up there for me.
But Kate, honestly, thank you
No
so much
worries.
for
Yeah, we
coming through,
appreciate
man.
you.
You made such a great guest. This has been so much fun as well.
I've enjoyed this.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. Tell the people where they can find you online.
Yeah, you can find me at Katie Alpaca on Twitter, chatting a lot of rubbish.
But we love it.
Cool, but we love it. And on Instagram at Katie Packer. Thanks for having me, guys.
No,
This
not
is
really.
good.
Hold on. What is? Because this guy just loves to just pass by music every
Well,
episode.
hold on.
Nah, it's you, bro.
She's
Nah, it's you, bro.
oh, shit
Nah,
off.
it's you, bro.
Why are you watching this
What-
unfold?
I'm
What
just a
is your
bystander
music
here.
Suggestion for this week for episode 92.
A music suggestion.
Yeah, you could pick one song that you're listening to currently. It doesn't have to be hip. It could be anything. Anything.
Anything.
Favorite song from time ago. Favorite song
Oh,
today. Anything.
This is stress for me, you know. Hold on. Let me just see what I was listening to on the way because I was enjoying.
I'll let you guys look at yours while I pick, say
Um,
mine.
yeah,
Mine
go on.
is a song by A2. It's called Lavish Freestyle. Lavish.
Okay, mine is The Daily Duppy by the one and only Heady One. Short but sweet, great performance, phenomenal bars in there as well. They should never send H2O was phenomenal.
See me in my jacket.
He's a funny brother, you know. But yeah, that's my choice.
I don't know if I have selected a song, or maybe you, Collins, have selected a song. But "Watering My Plants" by Larry June.
No, I haven't selected it.
Okay, yeah, that's my selection for
Okay.
episode 92. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
I'm probably gonna go for "Girl Like Me" by Jasmine Sullivan and Her because that album is just beautiful.
Good album.
Perfect.
Good album.
Hotels.
Perfect. Yeah, so go ahead, finish telling the people where they can find. I think you more or less got it
No,
off,
that's
didn't you?
it. I ain't on Facebook, so that's about it, love.
Love it.
Amazing.
Perfect. No, that was a great episode. And one for the history books. Until next time, speak soon.
In a bit.